Micah Frankel for CageMinds.com. It's fight week for King of the Cage Onslaught. Joining me, my guest at this time, Marquis Smith. How you doing, sir?
Good, and you?
I'm great. I know for you, it's been a long time since you've been in the cage. We're going on about 9 months or so. What's it been like for you chomping at the bit?
Right now, I feel great. I'm just excited to be back in the cage. It's been long overdue. I mean, 9 months is a long time, but 9 months also helped me grow as a person and grow as a fighter, because at the time, I just mentally wasn't there. I was still young-minded in the sport. Working with the team that I'm working with, I'm really growing as a person and as a fighter.
So for people that don't know, you transitioned from Lovato Total Fitness over to Fit NHB. I can assume that that's been a totally different world. What's that change been like for you?
Oh, the change has been crazy. I mean, working at Lovato's, I mean, I had a great, I had some pretty good coaches there with Lenny Lovato Wrestling, and Coach Josh Lanier was there. As everyone knows, he went to Team Takedown, so we lost him. And at the time, you know, things just didn't work out. Things fell out, and it was just time for a change. So, you know, I wasn't training for a while. I went to Tapia's to work my boxing with Coach Victor, and I mean, they were trying to get me to compete in boxing, and I just wasn't feeling it, because having to do that weight cut all the time would kill me. But after that, I got in contact with John Judy and started training with them, and the change has been crazy. I mean, working with Ray Borg, Ken Sosa, I mean, Charlie Williams, and then having the coaches I have behind me, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's a great atmosphere in that gym. I mean, even the ladies there are tough. They're hella tough, man. It's nice being there, and they're really adding a lot to my game.
We knew you as a phenomenal wrestler. What did that time be a do to get you comfortable with throwing your hands? Because that's one thing for wrestlers. It's really a lot about the comfortability of doing it.
Oh, well, I've always been a striker. I've always been a boxer, and but that's the thing that a lot of people don't know, is that I have some pretty decent wrestling. So I mean, a lot of people overlook me just because of that. Because my first fight, I mean, they didn't see me go to the ground at all. So they just think, oh, he's a striker. But I mean, working with the coaches I have, I mean, I'm getting to the point of being well-rounded to where we feel comfortable anywhere in the cage.
I know from the coaches back over at Lovato Total Fitness, they had told me well and plenty about your wrestling ability. So I thought it was almost a smart move. If you're so good at wrestling, why not come out and strike for your amateurs? You gotta get acclimated to that essence of the game sometime, and it's not like this goes on the permanent pro record, so why not just get out there and feel it out?
Just because my last fight, the opponent that I faced, it was all game plan. I mean, he was a good jits guy, and at the time my jits game wasn't as good as, wasn't up to par. So we definitely had to really game plan to just stay away from his strength and bring the fight into my strength. And it was a great fight, and I'm just ready to, I mean, 8 to 9 months out of the cage, I mean, I was able to get bigger, get stronger, get faster, and it really helped me out. This layoff has helped me out, and it, like I said before, it just helped me grow as a person. And Saturday night is gonna be a show. I'm ready to put on a show for the El Paso crowd.
We bumped into each other a couple months ago at Fit. That's when I knew you had changed gyms. How long have you been working with them now for?
I want to say it's going on about 3 months. 2.5 to 3 months right now.
Nice. Well, Alejandro Diaz is coming up this weekend. What do you know about your opponent? I could not find much.
I know that Alejandro Diaz, from what I heard, is 4-0. Has some decent striking and some okay jits. So, I mean, you asked me about my wrestling, and this weekend might be the time that a lot of people see my wrestling. But definitely, I'm ready to put on a war with this guy. I mean, I look at it as they're trying to use me as a stepping stone for this dude because he's 4-0. But he's going to get a rude awakening, honestly.
What kind kind of faith does that tell you that your team has in you? Like you said, you're coming off of only amateur fight, a loss, but they're putting you up against a guy that's 4-0.
I mean, I feel like they're definitely, like, they have faith in me, and I respect that, and I'm not the type of person to let people down. So, you know, with as hard as we've been training and with everything that they've been working with me with, I mean, I feel great going into this fight.
What do you feel is something you have to get done to get this victory?
Definitely just keeping my distance. The longer fighter, definitely sticking my jab out there and just really, really keeping the fight at my pace and my distance, the whole fight.
Who did you need to shout out to, and who did you need to thank?
I definitely just want to thank my team at NHB, everyone there, all my coaches. I want to thank my family, definitely my friends. I mean, they keep my mind off of everything, especially now during weight cutting time. And I want to thank you for the interview, and I just want to, of course, thank God, because without him, none of this would be possible.
King of the Cage Onslaught, Socorro, Texas, everyone. This Saturday, April 11th. If you're there locally and you get a chance, make it out. Going to be a great night of action. Thank you, Marquis, for the time. Best of luck in your fight.
Thank you.